And
All right.
welcome back once again.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure how many times we're going to welcome back tonight, but it is sure is a warm welcome. I think for real, we're going to be starting this time.
Hopefully, I think that our troubles are over, and I think we'll be able to get into round two soon enough. As soon as we get well, yeah,
As soon
anytime
as
now.
we get into the match coming up here. And just a reminder for those of you that might just be joining us, this is fmell's monthly melee. It's a monthly tournament taking place across multiple games such as Valorant, Overwatch 2, Apex Legends, League of Legends, and Super Smash Bros. Which I think there might be a Smash tournament coming up. So if you are interested, we have a little community. You can keep up with fmell, maybe join the Discord. And yeah, right now we're in the middle of the Valorant tournament. This is the middle of the week. It's going to be going all week, and these are the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see the rest of this bracket. Early on, I saw some very, very strong teams with some very, very strong players, and hoping to see more of them during this tournament. And I'm hoping to see both of these teams really perform today and show us what they have. Earlier, if you were there for the earlier stream, we had the head coach of Squirtle Squad telling us that there is no chance they lose. They won't drop around. They're gonna go crazy. What do you think about that?
Like I expressed, I think that might be a little bit too confident on their side because although they do have like a little bit higher average rank with a couple plats, a diamond, golds, the other team isn't lacking in their own firepower with a couple golds and an ascendant. So if Benchwarmers can really get their ascendant player to, kind of lead them into this, then I think they can make some very interesting plays. So we'll have to see, what they're able to bring into this. And it looks like Benchwarmers is going for that A hit like they tried to do that first round. The question is, are they going to be able to make it through this Astro Smoke?
Like I was talking about, that Astro Smoke is super huge. You're in there right now, not really able to get out. Phoenix with the flash, getting out, pushing up on the site. Everyone's on the site. One pick from Tipcon looking pretty nice. Gonna be able to take out Goober. Spike down. Gonna get knocked down by Mr. Snickerdoodle. Chief Kev playing that classic with them right clicks. That Spectre is going to spray. Sleep's going to be able to spray Chief Kev pretty low. Going to get on Clown Dog for the 3. 20 HP. 1v1. One's full health. One's 20 HP. Going to throw that up. Going to try to catch Jet. Not going to be able to get the Jet. Jet looking the wrong way. The Spectre going to spray them down at 20 HP. The clutch from Sleep with the 4K. Beautiful.
And the gun investment pays off for a while there. It looked like the whole round was just going Squirtle Squad's way. They were really taking their time and peeking every single fight together. So although they had the gun disadvantage, they played it smart. They were almost able to make it go their way. But in the end, the Spectre is going to beat the Classic in that 1v1. And with just 20 HP, barely able to make it happen in order for, Benchwarmers to get that second round up. And now they're going for the bonus here.
Definitely going for that bonus here, but no more A site. They're going to be pushing the B site right now. Sleep. Throwing out that utility to map out anybody on the map. Or on the site, excuse me. Didn't checking corners. Pushing up. Still that Astro Smoke being as menacing as ever. But they're going to be able to get in. Yoon get taken down by Didney. Tipcon coming from the back. CT side. Looks like our Benchwarmer is going to be able to get on site, except for Squash. Going to get taken down by Tipcon. Looks like they're on site planting. Mr. Snickerdoodle going to be able to get that spike down.
Now in a 3v3 Squirtle Squad, I left a retake. They get the first pick their way, but it is a trade. In a 3v2, tries to go for the spam, and now they're just going to have to try and push in. I think they're running low on utility here, and Omen is playing all the way deep in black site, so if he doesn't peek this, he could get... And they both swing out and looking the wrong way. He's left isolated, and the trades just go Squirtle Squad's way, and they get the first round on the map. Their buy round coming through strong, and, that's the round that they needed to make sure that their economy doesn't spiral out of control so early on.
A beautiful play from them, being able to take that retake. Benchwarmer was able to get on site pretty efficiently, get that spike down. But at the end of the day, Squirtle Squad stayed calm, stayed collected, and said, we're going to retake this site altogether. And it really, the team chemistry, they all swung together, and it looked pretty good.
Yeah, and it did. Benchwarmers are left. Their economy's a little bit weaker. It looks like they're going to lean back towards their A site hit. It looks like they're really insistent on playing together. We haven't seen them spread out at all. And maybe it's because they're trying to, go off the spearhead of their arrow, Didney as the Ascendant 2 player. Or maybe that's just the main strat they have prepared for this. And if that's the only strat they have prepared, I can see Squirtle Squad adapting to this really quickly.
100%. If they're not wasting any time, Didney knives out But that Astra Smoke is going to be defending that A site. Squirtle squad looking pretty spread out here. Some mid, some B, 1A. And again, that Astra Smoke was kind of forced Benchwarmers to rotate. All mid right now. Not sure what they're planning to do right now.
It looks like they're trying to use Didney as the spearhead of their attack force right now. But he gets picked off in the middle by Unchill. But now they have full control over mid again. They're trying to push. Unchill's forced to reload. But Chief Keef swings at the right time and the trades go his way. And now it's just a bloodbath. You get one kill, but he's down in a 1v4 and he can't do it. Tipcon gets the final kill to end the round. You know, putting 2 on the board for Squirtle Squad.
And as you said, yeah, Didney they were just trying to put him at the front. Trying to get them to get those kills, get those picks, but essentially Unchill was able to take them out and it didn't work for them. Again, it's just Squirrel Squad being able to play defense so well. You know, Astra Smokes are just not letting them on the site, and Benchwarmers are just saying, yeah, you know, I don't even want to get on the site right now. And essentially they rotate, get picked off. So if Squirrel Squad keeps this defense up, I'm seeing this game going in their favor.
Yeah, and they look like they're just alternating again, going back to B. There are 2 players holding B main early, so there's going to be early contact. Jets going for the swing. Team is hiding in the boathouse, though. He's going to have to clear it, and he does just barely. His head crouches into the crosshair, but the trades are coming through left and right. And now they have one person back site, but nobody else out. Omen gets the pick, and they are clear to come into sight. And now in a 2v4, Squirtle Squad need to retake. Chief Keef does get one out in boathouse. And now it's a 2v3, looking a little bit more winnable. And doesn't manage to avoid the Fade ult. So he has a counter ult of his own to get them back into sight.
Found one.
Giving them that valuable information.
Found one.
2v3, they've got to play together. We got the rest of Benchwarmers on side, holding these angles. Fade gonna send that intel out. Chief Kev flash onto site, gonna be able to blind. Squash gonna get that pick. 2 more in boathouse. Those Astra Smokes are playing super well for that. They are stuck in there. They have to come out right now if they want to get this. Sleep holding that position. So is Goober. Sleep gonna come out. Chief Kev gonna be able to take that. Goober back in there. She gets the pick on Tipcon, but Chief Kev with the 4K on Goober. Will they be able to defuse?
Their time.
There is no time. Great time play here from Benchwarmers. Able to just stay in there and play time and win the round even though they went down.
And for a second, there's definitely doubt in your voice. You don't know whether they held just quite long enough, but it ended up being the perfect play. And I wonder if they had that time in mind when they're hiding out in the back of boathouse. You know, they're telling each other, "Play time, stay in the smokes." Okay, now we got a peek. Now they could actually be holding it, and they're relaying that information, and they're able to stall out just enough, and it ends up working out in their favor. Much, you know, I had some doubts in that round, but you know, Benchwarmers are showing us. They have something to bring to this table. It's not going to be a clean sweep by Squirtle Squad like they alluded to in the interview.
Yeah, they're definitely already down a map, actually. They're down a round. The one deficit, but Didney taking no time to go and swing over to Chief Kev, who's going to get the pick from Tree. Squash. Looks like they're pushing up on the site. Wall up from Squash, getting on the site with ease. Nobody's defending the site.
Jet goes for that updraft with the ult, but isn't able to land. Just a little bit of damage on Phoenix, but it's Phoenix, so he's able to heal himself. And now they're back in the retake situation. Raze puts out the blue bot to try and get some information. The picks are going towards Benchwarmer's way, but there is a trade. It's left to the Jets. She gets another, but that's 2 kills for her. She goes for the underside peek, and they just sweep them. They clear every angle at once, win every gunfight, and Squirrel Squad are looking a bit more powerful again.
100%. That Squirrel Squad execute, especially the Jet at the end, was looking super strong on that defense, looking really good. They just need to keep playing like this, and yeah, they could get that sweep they were definitely talking about. Not the 13-0, but I mean, if they keep playing like this, they could definitely have some high scores. But don't count Benchwarmers out yet either. They're playing pretty well. Their attacks are quick, their executes are quick and fast, and yeah, both teams are looking pretty even as of now.
And I'm happy to see this Jet play from Mushroom because according to our notes, they're a Sentinel and they're a Silver 2. And the fact that they're playing with this confidence and, you know, really running that duelist down, it's really interesting. But Benchwarmers are going towards the other side right now. They're just sort of lurking out in B main. They are on the pistol round now, so they don't have as strong of utility. Trying to go for some bait plays maybe. But Squirrel Squad haven't bit yet, so they go for that mid peak. It's going to be difficult with the Sheriff, but one clean shot could do it. And the shot goes the other way with Mushroom coming up. They're just spamming into the smoke. I don't know that they've seen a player yet this round. You could see them just holding down that smoke still. Those were easy kills that they just gave away.
At that point, just sitting in the smoke, able to get those picks. Chief Kev getting huge value. Out of that smoke. Goober not wasting any time here. Sheriff gonna miss a couple of shots. They're all gonna push together. One's gonna get one of them, but at the end of the day, Squirtle's gonna come up victorious in this round with 4 remaining agents.
Squirtle Squad definitely look a bit more confident there. You can see that in just the way that their map control's going. Obviously, they know they're against an eco, but they have 4 people coming through mid. They have 100% trust that their chamber's going to be able to lock down site and that they're going to be able to catch up with these players who they have in a perfect pinch, and it does work out.
100%. And again, the team chemistry on Squirtle Squad, they did say that they were going to play pretty well, and they are playing pretty well together, and that's really important.
Yeah, and they even talked about they're a bunch of friends, and if they can keep that morale high, morale is half the game. And Jet goes for that quick dash in. Yunso gets a hugely blinded, but counters with the ult and is able to get one with it and keep their life. Now they have to hold site on their own. Jet has spotted them. A beautiful blast back, get the pick, and if I was Benchwarmers, I'd consider pulling back here. You've lost a lot of people. There's a lot of people who have rotated, but the picks are still going towards Squirtle Squad's way because Sleeps all the way on site and gets picked. And now in a 1v4 yet again, 1v5 last time, 1v4 this time, Mr. Snickerdoodle is going to have to come up big. And he checks the corner where she's with her dog. What was happening there?
I don't know, but I mean, this puts the numbers a bit more in Mr. Snickerdoodle's favor. I think this fight with Yuncho, gonna be able to get that pick. 2 more left. Gonna get the pick. Oh, to Mushroom, but Tipcon's gonna be able to eliminate Snickerdoodle.
No, and maybe that overconfidence is going to come back and bite them in the butt a little bit. Playing around with the dog in the mid, the double swings, they're low HP and the Rage is still swinging there. That's a bit of arrogance if I've seen it. And so they might need to reel that back a little bit if they don't want to overextend, because that round could have very easily gone the other way just because of those quick swings towards the end.
Yeah, and yeah, Snickerdoodle almost being able to take that back, going from a 4v1 to a 1v1, well, 2v1 and getting the traded out. But yeah, they need to drop that overconfidence because maybe it's a bit too much. But Benchwarmers not wasting any time. Yeah, we do love to see it. But Benchwarmers not wasting any time pushing it. They're not really sure now because of that smoke that Astra's going to be putting out. It looks like they're going to be rotating back. Their options are pretty much go mid. Disney's going to pop the knives over here. Jump peeking mid. Going to take a few shots. Going to get one on Chief Kev, who's going to get taken out. Cloudnok holding that spawn.
Picks are going their way, but Chambers flanking through mid, and he's able to take out the head of the spear. Luckily, they're able to trade, so they're in a 4v2 situation, but there goes their main heavy hitter for this round. They're able to pick up some of those guns. And now with this full rotate towards B, they're going to get free access to the site. The question is, though, can they hold it down? Or are Squirtle Squad going to save this round? I don't think their economy should be too weak, though.
For sure. I mean, Squirtle Squad is having only 2 players on their team, and they're nowhere near the side right now. Benchwarmers planting the spike, giving time to their players to position, play crosses, play the position that they need to make sure that they don't lose this round. Don't throw this in a 4v2 situation. Tipcon coming through mid. Mark close. Gonna gun it down. Gonna peek it. Peek both sides. The fade coming out. Gonna get Marshall from Squash. But he's gonna get the trade. Tipcon coming through mid, walking up. We got 2 in the back, taking the camera out. Gonna take Omen out, swinging 2 of them again. Are they playing the same strategy that they did last time?
Foxwell, I don't know if he had time to get off. Wow! He gets the shot!
He's just gonna push in there.
I don't think there's time on the clock.
Oh, the confidence.
Just 4K on the round.
Wow, no, that was pretty nice actually. Yeah, 100%.
With a little bit more time, if they had rotated just a little bit earlier and been able to get the read on the play there, they could have very easily won the round. They only lost it by 2.5 seconds. So I was surprised to see that, but I think they were a little bit iffy on their economy there, because although they did win the previous round, everyone died. And now if we're looking at the scoreboard here, their credits are almost the same, like on both sides. There's not much advantage on Squirtle Squad for being a round ahead. So, you know, Clowndog can't even buy a real gun. He's going to be using his ultimate this round, presumably, to hold down that mid, which you can argue is better than a real gun.
Looking like a fair fight here, but Squirtle Squads, you know, they don't know exactly which side to defend on. Pretty spaced out. Chief Kev with the exact same strategy. I mean, it worked last time. He was able to get 2 off them. Didn't he? Gonna be able to get that pick with the Vandal on Yoon. Door's gonna go down. Chamber ult. Clowndog just not able to hit that shot, but gonna bring the health of the door down. looks like Disney is back alone. It's gonna get eliminated back in spawn. Just crazy play from Squirtle Squad again, just being able to get all those picks. Picks are going in their favors the entire round.
And while we were watching the action in B main, everything went down in mid. I think there might have been a flank through A main or even just right out of tree onto Cat. And, you know, Benchwarmers just weren't ready for that kind of pressure. They were also watching their Jet get that space saying, rotate towards B, and they all turned their backs just at the wrong time. And so, Squirtle Squad put another one on the road, and I think it's for those peaks, it's for those confidence. They're taking these gunfights, and they're doing it with confidence. They're winning them.
100%. We're here on this round 11.
Squashed lethal with that Marshall once again. Tipcon had the timing but doesn't land the shots. Disney's able to clear out sight. And now they have full control. The question is, how far is he going to extend?
Disney playing aggressive. Going to swing out of the smoke. Going to be able to find Yunshal, sorry. On Heaven. Going to be able to find Chief Cat playing Tree. Going to be dash out of the situation. Playing very aggressive. This is what I want to see from the Jet. Being able to take that pick. Beautiful wallbang from Disney on Clown Dog for the 4K. Wow, Disney just played beautiful there. That's what I want to see from Jets. I want to see aggressiveness. I want to see being able to overextend and take space for your team. And that's exactly what Disney did this round.
Well, and that's exactly what they need Disney as a player to do, period. You know, Disney is their Ascendant 2 player. And I'm surprised. I think it makes sense that he might be taking a little bit to warm up here because he only has a 25% win rate on Ascent. So this is definitely not his favorite map, but he's still starting to show up and, you know, show us what they can bring to the team. The spam comes through wall early, and then he just gets taken out by the Optral. There's not much you can do against that. The counter spam almost takes out Yunshell with the Fade utility, but the trades go pretty even, and now in a 3v5 Squirtle Squad, they're looking good on defense.
Kev holding that mid position like he's used to, but this time going to have that ult out to find a whole bunch of them showing their squash. Going to be able to come out with the Odin, with the ult. Going to get taken down by Chief Cat, but ult's going to give an extra chance to live. Holding with the Odin. Getting the pick on Chief Cat through the wall. Looks like they're just playing more of a default here, not really trying to push a site. Just trying to get those picks mid here, having a mid fight. Looking like they're having a slow push towards the B side, but Clown Dog is already ready to receive them, and so is Yunshal playing mid at the market.
Squash is clearing out that op beautifully. They know he's probably playing there, but they didn't capitalize on that. And now they're left back in B main, and they haven't gotten any space. They don't have any map control, any information. This round's kind of falling apart for Benchwarmers the longer it goes on. And they're going to have to get onto a site quick.
Especially only with 28 seconds left. They're going to have to make something work. Clock's counting down, but it looks like they're going to be forcing a rotate anyways, going through tree. Goober's there. Going to send them smokes out. Closing the door. But Mushroom is over here already ready. Going to take the teleport. Going to get taken down. Holding it. Holding that angle on generator. Sleep. Just holding there for their life.
Sleep on 1 HP. Any amount of contact happens here. They have to land a headshot and they can't do it. He breaks the door. I would think that he would try and keep it closed there and start going for the defuse, but he has the confidence. Mushroom BM is feeling it at this point, and that's going to bring Squirtle Squad to a 7th round on the map and for the half.
And again, that's what I want to see from these Jet players. Confidence. Not overconfidence, but confidence. Make smart decisions.
It's a dangerous line to play when you are playing as Jet, because you kind of have to go for those aggressive kills to get your teams the advantage and to really contribute as a duelist. So treading that line between confidence and overconfidence, you know, it can be kind of a scary path.
And especially with Jet, knowing that you have that get out of jail free card. Not as free as it used to be, but still pretty good. If you have a plan and you activate that dash early, I mean, you have a get out of jail free card. And as long as you have that, it's easy to feel overconfident.
What worked for Mushroom BM was not, he didn't overheat in that moment. He heard them planting and just waited in that smoke, and Omen TP'd up and he was able to capitalize on that immediately.
Yeah, and this is looking pretty good. Even for both teams, both playing pretty well, both having some solid aim duels, some solid chemistry. Going to this next round over here. Looks like it's going to be a mid push.
Even trade to start it off. Astro tries to go for the connect, but there's trade utility coming out, forcing them back. And now they're just hanging out in mid. Benchwarmers know exactly where they are, but can they stop them? He sees the cross, but it's clowned on by Clown Dog. And it's up to Goober, and Goober tries to escape with his life, but is unable to get out before the TP can go through. And now it's up to Mr. Snickerdoodle. Everyone's coming his way. Left to do it all. Being brought down. Finds one pick. Needs to stay alive to get more. In a 2v2.
Last player standing.
Turn
Mushroom
one.
Game's going to be able to take Mr. Snickerdoodle and Sleep, who was playing that tree.
Mushroom BM with another 3K. We're seeing him come up with a lot of multi-frags here, really providing the impact that you were talking about that we needed to see. And if he can keep doing this in the Squirtle squad, you know, they can pull through as the more dominant team. It was looking pretty even on the first half, but I think if Benchwarmers can't win this round, or more importantly the next, that could be it for the map.
Yeah, and I mean, a whole bunch of players are getting those frags, especially those Jets, those duelists are fragging out, you know, Disney, Mushroom BM. I want to see some more of that for sure. It's looking and making the game pretty interesting. I think it's going to be an execute on this B site.
Early
Pushing
contact
up.
with the full flash.
It's like this moment smoke here is going to block them from getting in. Untitled trying to find something. Going to be dashing onto the site with them blast backs. Going to get taken from Dimmy. He's playing snares. Trying to get trying to get one more. Dimmy going to be able to get that pick. And going back on the site. Looks like trying to play them stairs. Going to find Dinny, but he's going to get taken out by Dinny. Mushroom BM going to be able to take out Squash through the wall bang. Mushroom BM getting another one on Dinny. Going to be able to get on the site. Snickerdoodle and Goober pushing onto the site. Planting. Mushroom BM.
Last player standing.
Going to take a really wide shot with the judge. Goober
One enemy remaining.
with the right click on the classic. Going to be able to take out Clown Dog in a 1v1 situation.
But Mushroom's feeling it with the 4K.
100%.
And that Vandal investing into this round, I think that might have been the light shields Vandal tactic that we were talking about at the very beginning of this game. That new second buy round tactic that you can carry into the third if you can win there. Because the Vandal just, you know, it can get a lot stronger shots out than the Spectre. So it can provide a lot stronger impact than you would normally expect to be coming through on the second round of the half. And if you do win it, which you probably will if you're buying that Vandal, he's able to just bring it into the next round.
Especially if you're confident with that Vandal and confident in hitting those head taps. And you have no problem with buying those light shields knowing that, hey, I'm going to go and hit those shots. But, hey, Squirtle Squad not wasting any time pushing up on here on the A site. Forcing the rest of Benchwarmers to back off. They're all on the site. Disney going to be able to find one on Chief Kevin. Being pushed by Yunshal. Going to be able to get another one. Disney looking like they're just doing all the work right now. Squash getting a pick on Liv. Wow. Oh my, Disney going to be able to find the 4K. I mean, that Ascended 2 rank is really, really showing right now, for sure.
It was over right before it even began. They went for the site execute. I don't think they ever got any space on site. Their Jet was just unrelentless on the defense, you know, just sitting there and waiting that whole time. he didn't even care about the boom bot, about the flashes, just holding down the angle and spamming it when he knew they were going through. And, you know, even in the face of a judge, coming up big.
100% goes here. Looks
Get out of my way.
like we're gonna get a little split push.
Yeah, mid to B.
Going mid. Holding it down by himself. Boombot's gonna come out. He knows exactly where he is. Sunchul's gonna send that nade out his way. Gonna back off, get that ult orb, and maybe play a bit slower. Chief Kef, mid though with 7 HP, gonna be able to send that flash out. Oh, the flash one.
Shots are coming
this
their way.
one. Uber being able to take out Chief Kef. Didn't he? Mushroom BM Clown Dog holding logs, trying to find Disney right here, but Disney's gonna send that smoke out. Classic's not gonna find anything. Disney's gonna be able to get Clown Dog with that Vandal. Have that dash online. Pushing up on his side right now. The Master Stroke. The smokes are coming down. Gonna get Disney with a 3K on Yoon. One more playing in that boat. Gonna swing it, but Goober's gonna be able to take it from Disney there. I mean, crazy retakes here. From Benchwarmers. I mean, they're able to just once Squirtle Squad is able to get that site down, Benchwarmers is already on the site playing that retake, and they play beautifully every single time.
Benchwarmers are looking a lot more cohesive on this defense because they really needed Didney to spearhead on offense, but on defense he's able to just, run around the map and help out wherever is needed. He doesn't need to be the one initiating the contact, and I think because of that he can play off of his teammates a lot better and provide a bit more value, and we're seeing that on the scoreboard like I was talking about. If Squirtle Squad had won those 2 rounds, that could have been the end of the map, but instead Benchwarmers are right back in this, and I think it can be an extremely close game.
100%. And we're gonna see this next round.
I have the spike.
Squash already ready to hold that mid angle. Going to be able to take out Chief Kev with that operator, re-peeking the angle just to find no one there. Looks like they're having a full rotate onto the A side. Gonna have that sneaky race playing that mid, holding that position. Those smokes, not letting them get on the site. That's just a big thing right now in this game. Those smokes, as soon as you see those smokes, they don't even take the chance. They don't want to push it. Looks like they're having to rotate through mid, but Clowndog going to be able to stay on that A site, trying to catch the rotator, trying to catch the flankers. But they're already pushing on the B side, coming through mid market, checking every corner. Yunchal's not taking any chances.
Mr. Snickerdoodle gets the spam into Boathouse using his ascension ability. And they just are barely able to clear him out and get a hold of that site. Squirtle Squad looks really good on that rotation through mid, and now they're getting the spike plant. They're just going to have to hold it down in a 3v1. It's not looking too hot for Omen, whose smoke just came through slightly too late on mid and let them really push through as fast as they wanted. So now he's left, in that 1v3, and he doesn't have... he has some utility, but Omen's utility is not quite the one I'd say I'd want for a site reclear. I'm just interested to see how he's going to use it. How he's going to peek out, if he's going to go for the flash. Looks like he will. Can he capitalize on it, though? Tries spamming, but isn't able to find the Astra. He finds his head, and in that 3v1 situation, Squirtle Squad are able to go up into double digits on the board.
Squirtle Squad being super strong in that round, yeah. Getting those picks on, playing together. Once they didn't rotate A, they said, yeah, we're all going to rotate through mid. That team chemistry is, again, what I want to see. That's essentially what Valorant's about. It's a team game. And when you guys play together, this is what happens. You get some beautiful gameplay like this. And it's looking pretty good for Squirtle Squad. They might get the win they were talking about on this first map.
Absolutely. And Benchwarmers, like we said, Didney was looking pretty good, but he's going to need to keep that team play to have the impact that they need. And it's going to be a fast hit from Squirtle Squad, so it's all up to Benchwarmers Jet. Didney's just waiting. He doesn't have his team play, but can he do it all himself? They're all over him, and there's nothing he can do. Chief Kev gets the kill, and Squirtle Squad have control over the site. Benchwarmers are left to retake with that Astral up. Moonshell goes for more and is able to get it, but Squash gets the trade on Heaven. And Omen TP's behind. The question is, do they know where he TP'd to, or is he going to get a free kill in A main to help with this retake? I don't think they know. I think he has the timing, and he gets both! Coming up big. Now the trades are left to happen on site. There is one flanker coming through mid. Can they clear him out? It's going back and forth. HP is low, but now they're in a 2v1. Clowndog left to clutch it up. But there's players on both sides, and he's been pinged, and Mr. Snickerdoodles clears it out. And Benchwarmers keep themselves in the game, coming up to round number 8 on their win for, actually, round 18.
I mean, thank God that Benchwarmers were able to come back. I mean, once they pushed in that site, Squirtle Squad were not playing any games. As soon as they saw Didney, they were all around him, not playing any games whatsoever. And I'd say Didney needs to play a bit more with their team. And if they can get that, that utility help from the team, we're just playing together, playing for trades. They're not going to get taken out so quickly and bring a lot more value to their team. But definitely not discrediting Squirtle Squad whatsoever either. They're playing amazingly right now.
If you look at the scoreboard right now, real quick, Didney has almost twice the kills of any other player on his team. He's definitely the carry right now, and that's what we're seeing kind of happen in games. Didney needs to have that impact. Thankfully, their Omen was able to have the impact to get the Omen ult behind last round, but you can't Omen ult every round. So let's see if Didney is able to carry them through to another round. As they're getting almost full site controls left up to Mr. Snickerdoodle, but he falls in the back of site, and now they have site control, so it's going to be another retake, and Benchwarmers are down already 3v5. Oh, they're able to get one pick though, so now in a 3v4, and the Fade Util comes out. The flash is about to come on counter, but the smoke's there. The trades both go Squirtle Squad's way, and now it's Didney in a 1v4, but isn't it like that every round? He's always left to get the multi-frags to provide the impact. The question is, will he line their heads up right here? Not quite. Not quite, indeed. On to 11 rounds for Squirtle Squad.
super good approach from the Squirtle squad. They got onto the site. They took control very quick. We had Mr. Snickerdoodle holding that boathouse, but wasn't really able to keep it, going down to Tipcon, and then they just took control of the site, spread out, and played as a team. Essentially leaving Didney in that 1v4. And I mean, yeah, star duelist, but not being able to, deliver.
Now he actually has twice the kills of anyone else on his team, so we can definitely call him the carry for what they're doing. And Goober is there to support, but he's going to need a bit more support. I think we're just not seeing the impact from that Phoenix pick like I was talking about. I don't think that Phoenix has quite the team utility that you need to see at this level of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, again, like you said, Phoenix still not looking like the strongest pick, even after the buffs, but still giving a bit of value here and there. Those flashes are pretty good.
He definitely had a couple really valuable flashes, especially on attack. For that entry, they were able to capitalize off of that on a couple times. But on defense, he doesn't quite have the stopping utility. He's a star duelist, and if you're not getting those frags as a duelist, that's a nice flash right there. Did force him back. But if you're not getting those frags as a duelist, it's kind of hard to provide that. Yuncho does get the pick, though.
Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just saying they're getting the picks there, and they're able to get right onto site. And now it is a 4v3 situation once again. Phoenix not able to get that shot. Yunchil's being flanked through tree, but he's able to get out and provide that nade. And now in a 2v4, Didney's left to do it all.
Spike planted.
Didn't do it, pushing up that heaven.
Player standing.
Should be him ready, gonna take that swing and should be able to take Didney out sleep. With the sheriff only not being able to get to find anybody. Is just not gonna get the kill here.
And Didney gets treated to a little bit of a jet diff, unfortunately. Squirtle Squad's jet is just able to, win it out. And it's Mushroom Beam coming up again. Mushroom Beam has seen huge impact throughout this whole game. And I'm so happy to see, really show up as the silver or gold 1 player. Sorry, silver 2. As a silver 2, seeing him frag out in this game with gold, ascendants, plats. I'd love to see that.
Looking really good from that. A silver 2 duelist being able to play with that confidence. It's honestly pretty impressive.
Yeah, and coming into match point. Squirtle Squad's going for the full B execute. They're looking actually a little bit in the mid now. And Benchwarmers just don't have anyone on site. I think they're going to try and play for a retake here. Their economy hasn't been looking great with a couple of these round losses. And now they're forced to try and stop it with pistols. But the kills do come their way with the nade kill and the single Phantom Vandal. They got their guns on the site to hold it. The question is, can they stop the plant? I don't think so.
Spike planted.
Holding that site from CT, getting it taken out by Mushroom Beam again. 2v4. Chief Kev gonna get taken out by Mr. Snickerdoodle, who is right behind them. 2 of them coming from market. 3v2. Mushroom Beam not
They have
playing
the
any.
crossfire.
Have the crossfire here.
One
we have
enemy
the
remaining.
crossfire and the knives gonna get taken out by Clown Dog. Mushroom Beam not wasting any time, but the knives on. Mr. Snickerdoodle coming from the back,
Attackers
but
win.
it's going to get taken out for the match point. And the win's gonna go to Squirtle Squad for this round 1.
And it wasn't a 13-0, but Squirtle Squad do come out on top. And they looked really good on that second half. They had that team play, and they had, look, almost their whole team is fragging above the other team. The only person from Benchwarmer able to put up a fight there was Didney. So really, I'm hoping they can kind of show up on this next map. This isn't the result that you want to see as Benchwarmers. And I think if they had, I think that most of their kills were on that defensive half. And once they were left on the other side, there wasn't much to do. Or,
Yeah.
sorry, offensive and then defensive.
Yeah, but our duelist players, or our jet players, I should say, Didney and Mushroom Beam both fragging out. Mushroom Beam being able to outfrag the entire lobby, being a silver 2, to me is pretty impressive, and I'm hoping that I can be able to see a bit more of that in the coming games. Didney, of course, being able to take so many clutch situations and be able to win those rounds for his team. Sorry, bringing so much value. Hopefully, they'll be able to keep doing that in the coming games as well.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be going to map number 2 for this matchup, and maybe a map number 3 if Benchwarmers are able to show up, so don't go anywhere, and we'll have that started in just a minute.
between Benchwarmers and the Squirtle Squad. I'm your host, fmell. This is 3K Noah and Easel, and we just got ourselves a great map 1. Despite the technical difficulties, it was a pretty banger, close matchup.
Yeah, and that's absolutely correct. The first round, the first half was only 2 rounds apart, so we thought it could have gone either way. But Squirtle Squad just ended up looking so much more dominant on that second half, and really looking like they sounded in their interview when they were talking about they were just gonna wipe the field. They did it a little bit more on that second half.
100%, and just frags coming out from both ways, both star players, both on those Jets and Disney, Mushroom being able to get those super valuable frags for their teams, their entries, playing alone most of the time, and being able to get those high value picks for their team, looking pretty good right now. And heading into this map 2, we're gonna be playing Bind, and let's take a look at some of these picks.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see where it's gonna go this way. Like we were saying last time, we thought that Chief Kef should be on Jet. It doesn't look like it's going to go their way. It looks like Clown Dog wants to claim that again. So he's not going to get to take advantage. Oh, never mind. He goes ahead and steals it. So I think he's getting a little bit antsy. They lost that last map, and he's like, all right, guys, I need to play my main so we can get this map and go to map 3.
I mean, the other side, kind of looking like it might just be the same thing. Sleep not being able to decide between that Sky or that Fade, but Goober gonna be able to lock in that Omen just like last time. I mean, last time Omen, those smokes, very good. That one ult, that one round was super valuable. Hopefully we'll be able to see some nice valuable plays from Goober. Squash gonna be getting off the Phoenix and back on the Rays, maybe a more high value duelist here. Snickerdoodle on the chamber, and yeah, like you were talking about, Chief Kef does have a 70% win rate on Jet, like I did say earlier. So seeing them on the Jet, and hopefully they'll be able to show us what that 70% win rate is looking like.
Select your agent.
And then I'm excited to see the Fade Chamber combo again, because that is really like the newest and most meta combo. So seeing teams get that into play and capitalize on the advantages of those abilities, because they can be so OP when you're using them right. And Benchwarmers need to come up big here, so hopefully they're able to utilize on that. And hopefully Goober can get a little bit maybe a couple more ults in this map if he's getting the frags to provide that value to his team. But they're going to start out on the attacking side, so let's see if they're going to be able to break their defense. What's your prediction for this map here, Noah? Do you think, I don't know, that Benchwarmers have what it takes to bring it back here?
To be honest, I think that they do. Their team chemistry was good. Very good. I think Disney needs to play a bit more with the team, especially on this map over here. There's no team play on Bind, then you're not going to be able to get a victory. So I think if Disney is able to bring that star duelist role and get those high value picks while playing with their team, I think that Benchwarmers do have a strong chance. But I'm definitely not counting Squirtle Squad out. They've showed us a lot of great team play as well, and just proving what they were saying in that pre-game interview.
Yeah, and getting stacked up. It looks like it's going to be a pretty standard setup from both sides. We've got 2 players on either one player in spawn still, I think, deciding which side to support. And on attack, coming from the Benchwarmers. Benchwarmers are on attack. I want to remind you guys, that's how the sides split up this time. Benchwarmers are going to be going for that B site hit. And let's see if they can get this hookah control, if they're going to use their utility to clear out, or how it's going to play out.
That KO pick is, early information from that KO gonna force Benchwarmers to go ahead and rotate.
They do get that pick out of hookah. It does go their way. They're going to have to clear out Brimstone as well, and he's holding the angle with the Frenzy. He gets the pick, and he repositions this angle on the box. He gets out of it, but that angle is so dirty. He's able to swing on the Fade ult, but can't get the final one, but he's done the impact. It's now brought back to a 3v3, and Squirtle Squad just have to hold down the right angles. But Sleep hits a dirty shot. The trades are going both ways, and now it's in a 1v2. They just need to clear. He's rotating around.
Yunchol playing that initiator role this time in that 1v2 clutch situation. Those flashes could come in handy. Dinny won't waste any time. Gonna send that flash, shorthand flash. Gonna be able to get Dinny, but Dinny is gonna respond with that one tap to the head.
I love the KO under flash, but didn't quite work there.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but it didn't work for sure. And yeah, nothing much to pull from this round when it comes to which team may have the advantage here on Bind. Both teams looking kind of comfortable on this map, and I guess we'll just have to keep looking at these other rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the buy coming out here, how much they're willing to force. It looks like they are going to buy pretty big. They got the Guardian buy coming out for a raise. So, oh, and there's a full stack on B site. They fully gambled, but they're going the other way. Benchwarmers are just going to walk out onto site for free. Do they know that no one's here? I think that they might be getting the information right now, as absolutely nobody has peeked. And Squirtle Squad, I don't think they know either. With the sound of that plant, hopefully they start rotating, but they're all in hookah right now.
They're just gonna have to play that retake. They took the gamble, and it did not pay off. But they're finally rotating now. Before going through spawn, didn't he be able to get fight Chief Kef back in spawn to come out of teleporter? Yunchal not wasting any time though. They're coming from their spawn. Omen Blind coming out, pushing up the screens, not being able to get the kill. Sleep. Goober gonna be able to get 2, and it's gonna be a win for Benchwarmers.
You know, not only did they do the gamble there, but they doubled down on their gamble. Most teams, after not hearing any information after a little bit, would probably start rotating a little bit. But I like that at least they chose to play as a team. You know, even on a pistol round, they're focusing on their team play and being like, all right, well, if we're going to have to rotate, let's do it together and give our pistols the best shot. They're able to get a pick, but it's not enough to bring them back into the round. At least they're able to do just the slightest bit of economy damage.
I definitely think that taught them a lesson. Don't think they'll be 5-stacking the site for the rest of the game. Over here we have a 3-2 split on their side. Chief Kef going to be able to come out of hookah and try to get that pick, but going to dash back. Get back on the site, retreat while they get the push. We have 2 coming long and 2 coming hookah. Sleep being able to enter, but Chief Kef is holding and not going to be able to get that pick on them. We have 2 coming long. Is Chief Kef going to be able to see them? Not going to be able to get the pick on Dinny. Clown Dog going to be able to get 2 on Squash and Sleep. Now it's bound to 1 hookah and 1 long. Being able to take that control, bring it to a 5v2 situation.
And now, yeah, it's a 2v5 for Benchwarmers. I would almost count them out of the round. They're going to have to break out through these smokes, through the utility, and it looks like they're just going to opt to rotate, but there's already someone on site. Killjoy still has her bots fully active, so they know they're not there. Yunchil tries to do his due diligence to clear that out with the flash, but Omen does win that out in the end. Still gets cleared by Jet, but might get away with his life. Now they're going to A site, but they've already rotated. Squirtle Squad know exactly where they're going, what they're doing, and when they're doing it because they have so much map control right now. On the slow walk back to B, Jet hasn't moved.
Seconds left.
So I'd be surprised if they're able to pull this one through.
Remaining.
Goober gonna be able to get the pick on a Chief Kef, but it's too late. The rotate's gonna come out of the teleport, but Goober is gonna take the ult and bring it over to B site.
And what a big brain play!
100%. Both players for Squirtle Squad are playing on that other side. Now they have to rotate to their spawn. Goober putting that smoke CT to make sure they can't see him. Or see her. Excuse me. Goober holding it down from that cubby. Holding it. We hear the 2 running up. They're smoked off. They don't know exactly what to do. Or them might have to play together. The stim beacon's gonna go down. They're both gonna push out quick. Goober not gonna be able to get that pick. Mushroom BM is going to be able to get them, and they're going to go for the defuse. Round goes to Squirtle Squad.
And Goober at low HP there has to land the headshots. And when they have the stim beacon, they're coming out of that angle really quickly, just not able to do it. Although she put in a pretty good attempt. And so they're brought into the next round. At least, you know, 1 on the board for Squirtle Squad. So I'm not saying that they're down, but Benchwarmers are looking a lot better this map. I'm liking what we've seen so far. And I'm honestly excited for the rest of it.
Yeah, I think right now both teams are having their own problems. I feel like Squirtle Squad is maybe doing a bit too much over-rotating on the defense. And Benchwarmers not really being able to get on that site too well and having to resort to those rotates to get back. But we're only on round 4 here. Denny not wasting any time to push up that A short. Gonna get taken down by Goober is Yunchal on the KO. Russian BM holding. Yeah, he's trying to back up here, trying to go through a spray, not going to be able to get anybody. Diddy not wasting any time. Going up there. Going to be walking in through lamps. Going to get taken down by Mushroom Beam. He's holding it again, getting in a pinch. Going to be able to get the tap, but Goober's going to go for the trade here. but it's kind of looking here. Oh, there we go. That's looking pretty good. They're going to be able to get the site. One more squash. Playing lamps with that raise. I don't think they know she's there. Never mind. They probably heard that reload.
If they didn't, they definitely do now. Squash has that control over the spike, but they're going to need to control it for the next 50 seconds, and that's going to be kind of hard in the 1v2. They're going to have to pick one. It depends. Are they going to pick one by one? Or are they going to swing together? It looks like they're going for the double swing, but Squash wasn't lined up. Thought maybe they were hiding in the angle and isn't able to finish out the round.
Yeah, that flank from the TipCon and Chief Kev was super huge that round and got that team that value for sure.
And they're going for it. It looks like another stack here. You talked about them learning their lesson, but I think what they actually learned coming into this map was, you know, they're feeling good. They did good last time, so they're just gonna try and play off that momentum, play off their team synergy, and go for these gamble plays, go for these stacks, because when they pay off, they feel really good. So it's up to Killjoy to stop this 5-man push through short, forward through short, one through showers, and I'm just interested to see how they're able to capitalize on this map control that they're getting right now, because Jet's coming all the way up to the bottom. She's going to be spotted by that chamber trap, but can she make something come of it?
No
It's Chili going out. Not going to be able to identify anyone as the haunt was destroyed. They're all pushing on right here. Looking like Grosswell's going to have to get out. Sleep pushing up there. Going to get taken out by Clown Dog using the ult. Clown Dog still in the ult, holding that heaven. Going to be able looking short. Goober teleporting. 2 in lamps. They'll full rotate. They know it. Clown Dog's going to be able to accompany them as well. Disney getting taken, detected by the chamber trip. Disney an elbow. Bowling this long shot. Blocked off by an Omen smoke.
Spike planted.
In the 3v2 situation, the ult goes down from KJ. Disney's right there. I don't think they realize that. Disney might be able to frag out crazily. Gonna be able to get Clown Dog though. Break the ult as well. Who's gonna completely kill the value here. Swing gonna be taken out by Mushroom Bam in a 2v1 situation. TipCon gonna be able to get the kill on Goober and defuse the bomb.
I think TipCon really kind of swung the round in their favor, because TipCon was on that flank and saw that TP coming right out of the portal. You know, they were able to penalize those players for taking that TP, giving away the location, and telling them exactly where they were. So then they're left in that 2v3, you know, trying to hold down the site. And they do destroy the lockdown, but Mushroom BM comes up big again. They showed a lot of value on that Jet, and I think they're already showing value on this Killjoy as well with keeping that map control. They're not left second guessing whether the other team's actually there, because they have the utility to prove it.
Let's make some
And
chaos.
that's where the strengths for our Sentinels are going, you know, our Chambers, our Killjoys, being able to locate and give that information to the team. Chief Kev wasting no time, knives out, but not going to get around any of the hits. Squash going to get a bit of it. Squash going to be able to get the kill of the Boombot. While
The Roomba kill.
Clown Dog with the off long, going to be able to take out Disney. That's huge for them right now. Going to be TPing back to site with that rendezvous. Clown Dog.
Mushroom
holding
BM,
this elbow
again,
rifle.
coming up big. Getting 2 kills and now holding down Long and Hookah at the same time. Mr. Snickerdoodle sees his head, but KO quickly runs back. I think they heard the fake TP of the Omen, and they've taken the bait. Now it's left to Clown Dog to hold down with the op, but he doesn't have the best angle here.
The rotation's going to happen while our attackers are going to rotate. They're just going to play very calm and just wait for it. But Clown Dog's not too sure. Still checking his angles. Not able to find anything, sadly. Going to take his teleport off. Mr. Snickerdoodle pushing up. I think Clown Dog still has a suspicion. He's going to be able to find Mr. Snickerdoodle and going to be able to get that op shot down. The rest of the team rotating with him. Goober.
30 seconds left.
She's got to do this by herself. A 3K. Can she do it? She's got the spike. She's got the guns. But can she get the picks? Walking on, checking every corner.
The longer she takes to get on the site, the closer this flank becomes, and the harder it's looking like to win the round with only 12 seconds left on the clock. I don't
10
know if she's going to be able to
seconds
do it. Best case scenario, she saves the gun, but she might try and go for this plant money and end up losing it.
Oh,
Gonna go
I don't
for
think
it.
She has enough time.
No
She's gonna
time.
fake it. Not gonna be able to get that pick off. Clown Dog gets his 3rd kill for the round with that op. Clown Dog, I mean, very, very good with that op. And yeah, the research you did earlier did show that most of his kills are with the op actually. So,
And I want to
putting
say
him on-
that statistic, they had like maybe 40 more kills with the op than any other weapon. So that's where all their kills come from very easily, and Clown Dog makes it look good.
And I mean, when you take that off and you pair with a chamber, you get a match made in heaven, right? That teleport is able to get you out like a jail, get out of jail free card. So definitely nice to see that chamber being able to use that value of the op.
And the chamber util there just looks so good, because even if he doesn't land that shot, just the TP is enough to get her to hesitate on that plant and them to be able to take the round and not allow her to clutch. Yuncho sees the information but isn't able to capitalize on the kill. Question is, are they going to be able to get out or land these flash shots? It's a risky play on the eco, but they're looking like they want to get aggressive, and they're going for the swings. Lots of damage done, but able to be punished for that as he tries to escape through the smoke. And that might be a gun given away to the Benchwarmer, so hopefully they can get that and make something happen here. Chief Keef goes for the early peek, but Goober has the angle, and Goober's providing that impact once again. Doesn't grab the op though, opting for the Spectre. And see if they can get these close range fights.
In a 3v3 situation right now, holding the short angle is Tipcon. Gouache, super low, just one tap away, but still swinging. Taking that ult out. The 1, the 2 is going to be able to get the ult and eliminate Tipcon, who is sitting in the corner with 9 HP. I mean, he's playing with a lot of confidence, running it down right now with
30
Goober.
seconds left.
Goober smoking it down, so Clown Dog with that op isn't able to get any value. Getting out on the site. Goober putting it down.
Spike planted.
And they're making this eco work. Clown Dog was holding heaven, but that smoke was perfect. Provided them all the coverage they need. And they don't have a lot of HP, but they've gotten weapons, and they've put this in a winnable situation, because Clown Dog's going to have to clear these angles with that long-range weapon, save it, or, you know, pick up something along the way.
Swarm grenade.
And beautiful swarm grenade. If
Swarm grenade out.
Mushroom Beam puts that out, might get a little bit of chip damage there. Squash in the corner is going to have to swing on that spike noise. Question is when.
Last player standing.
Able to get one.
Last player
Goes for the
standing.
nade to delay, but in the 1v1, it's so close. And Mushroom Beam just doesn't miss those shots. Gets another multi-frag, as we've been seeing happening in this series. And the clutch in the 1v1. Bring them to winning round number 7.
And again, that value on that Killjoy, for a Silver 2 player, being able to show the value and really get a lot of value out of the agent you're playing. I mean, the swarm grenades, the alarm bot, the turret, it was able to lock down that site so they couldn't swing and play aggressive and try to get those picks. It was up to them to swing out when they heard that defuse sound. They had no other option, and in the end, it didn't work for them. Mushroom BM just being able to hold down the site, and that's where the Sentinel strength come out, is when you're in these situations and you have to hold down that site. And they know exactly how to use that.
And like, we're not seeing like typical,
want
like,
to
when you see a
play?
bronze or
Let's
silver
play.
sentinel, sometimes they'll put down their utility and just go about the round. Going for the fast picks here, and he's able to get one. Sorry, I had to swap over to that. They're pushing this super fast. But a lot of sentinels will put down their utility and fall back. I like that he's using it all the way through the round, and, you know, continuing to capitalize on it and using it as adaptive utility and not just
Spike
one and done.
down B.
But all the kills have gone already while I was on my
One
little
enemy
tangent there.
remaining.
And Benchwarmers are down in a 1v4. Mushroom Beam once again coming up big. Stuck in the corner. They know that Didney's there. Yeah, they do, and Clown Dog beating it up. That was just another quick round. It's the Squirtle squad looking real good right now. That's honestly all I can say. They're playing smart, and they're really clamping down their control over these sites and their map control.
100%. It just looks as the Benchwarmers just isn't really able to get on a lot of these sites. So when they do, it's just, you know, it's up to Squirtle Squad to play that retake. And it's what it's looking like right now. Squirtle Squad dominating on this map. Benny definitely not showing out as much as he did last round, but hoping to see a bit more value. Pushing up on this A site right here. Looks like it's going to be an A short push, but they're going to get out of there. Doing that Killjoy.
It's a 1-for-1 trade. He goes for the flash peek and finds all three. Gets two.
Spike down.
Squash is left at
Squash
one.
below.
Enemy remaining.
Beautiful play out of Yundel, coordinated with the Brim ult as well. Mr. Snickerdoodle is left in a 1v4. He has sight, but the turret's still clamping it down, so he can't even exit out of here without them knowing. They have his digits, and it's just left to close it up. And I loved that. Was once again, that round was thanks to the team play. They did get the frags. They did play that good, but the fact that they have two people pushing out of hookah and out of the portal at the same time, and then flashing and peeking after each other and trading, that's just smart team play that won them that round right there.
100%. I mean, when you had that flash that came out, it was super, super huge. Was able to get that. Oh, actually, Snickerdoodle going to be able to find Mushroom BM and get that pick.
They have a triple stack right here on the boxes, though. I would love to see him try and swing this angle right now. But it looks like he's going to opt to go the other way, which is probably for the best. Or
30
even save the
seconds
weapon.
left.
But I'd like to see what he can do here. If he is able to swing and those bullets come through on the spam, they have all lined up, technically.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's trying to come behind them. I don't think he knows that they're there, but they don't have to move. It's up to him to plant that spike, and he doesn't have
Comes
it. Gonna
down to
swing
the
the angle
swing.
the wrong way. Not gonna see anybody, but
Oh,
when he turns, Yunchal is gonna be able to get it. And again, huge value from Yunchal right there, being able to get that flash and blind 3 of them. I mean, 3 of them is huge. And then being able to pick off 2 and assisting that third one. That was huge value from that KO flash.
yeah, and I think Mr. Snickerdoodle just got kind of unlucky with that peek. He has a 50-50 shot to try and check which side they're going to be on. And the side that he checks, he didn't get shot right away, so I think that there maybe was a chance that they weren't looking and he could have capitalized, but it just doesn't end up going their way. And it looks like we're going to go into a quick timeout, a tactical pause, if you will, for the teams to try and regroup themselves. This is the spot that Benchwarmers need to pick it up, or otherwise this could come to a 2-10 map.
What's going on? What's happening on the screen right now?
I think they're just saying hellos, practicing their tactical crouch.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. I mean, definitely nothing suspicious. Just getting excited. Some crouches. For
The
sure.
the round barrier's still there. Just checking. I'm checking my own sanity on what's happening here. I think they were going for the timeout. We're in a timeout right here for Benchwarmers to try and figure out what to do next. Bear with us as we're still figuring this out. But I honestly, I'm not sure what Benchwarmers' win condition is here. Like they're gonna have to start winning the rounds, but it just seems like they're not being able to capitalize off of each other's utility currently. You know, we were talking about Disney needing to be the star frag, but he can't always be the star frag. They're gonna need to, go with those smokes and use their initiators to get onto site.
100%. That's what initiators are good for, right? Initiating those fights. That's why they call initiators. Get those flashes in. Get those locations of those players. Let those duelists come out. And that's what I want to see as well from our duelists. I mean, Mushroom BM, who was that duelist in the last round, was able to have that value and is having that same value on that Sentinel role. Denny not having as much value as he was showing last round, and I want to see that 100%. Him still playing the Jet.
Yeah, and Disney with being the match MVP for the last one, it's really tough to see that not quite coming to fruition here. They had a 25-17 KD. That is incredibly impressive when you are not even near the highest rank in the whole lobby. And a 352 econ rating, just downright good gameplay. So the fact that that's not coming through here, he's going to need to rely on one of his other teammates to step it up and get the frags that they need. The other thing I want to mention is Squirtle Squad, at this point, have gotten a bit of momentum. They're realizing they're winning these rounds, and it can be really hard, even if you stop the economy, to stop the mental momentum. The mental momentum, if you will. And when they got that mental momentum, they're on a roll.
Yeah, that's what's important. Once you have that momentum, it gets the team morale up, gets your economy up. And yeah, you're just, when you're on a roll, you're not likely to drop it. But who knows? Benchwarmers could come back with some crazy strat of their own. I mean, they are taking that tactical pause, maybe. I don't know. I don't think tactical pause is for... Oh, is it technical or tactical? Oh, tactical timeout. Okay, yeah. So they probably are talking about some new strats, talking about what's happening, and see what they can do. My bad. See what they can do to counter them.
No, you're good, and it looks like
the round's gonna start.
Yeah. Then they're coming. Their plan here seems to be attack B, and they're looking to get that hookah control that they've lacked in the past. But Chief Kev has the op, holding down the angle, and gets a free pick right there, and goes for the re-peek, but Ray satchels across. It's going to be hard to get out. Pulls out the knives, but isn't able to do it. Squash gets the trade, and now it's up to Brimstone to lock down the long. Is able to get Jet, and so it's going to be difficult to only get through with the Spike. Spike is stuck long, and they don't have the control that they wanted. They got hookah, but nothing else, because Hound Dog is still there with the op, even if they have recovered one. The trades are going back and forth. Squashed is able to get one, but now they're on a 2v3, and, it's possible. Goober's deep in sight. I don't think they know that he got this far, or that he even ulted there. So he could make something big happen here.
He does have the spike, but Yunchol's gonna take the rotation, and a bad timing from Goober may make it that Yunchol will be able to get that pick. They're still holding it down from Hugo. Squat's gonna be able to find the op, gonna be able to get the pick on Clown Dog, hiding behind that Radiant box there. Squash picking up the Vandal. Yunchol
30
from the
seconds
back in a
left.
flash, literally nothing, but it's okay. Gonna send that knife out. Omen's gonna shorthand flash.
One enemy.
Not gonna be able to get anything. Oh wow, Squash with the 4K though that round, super huge for them. And yeah, Yunchol using those flashes, but not being able to find any flash on anybody, which lets Benchwarmers sweep the rest of the round up.
Yeah, and that round was looking a little bit, abysmal at the start, down to a 2v3 so fast. But they did play patiently, and I think they played off of each other, and that's what their team's been missing. It's like oftentimes when you find yourself in a low buy round, you actually play smarter because you have less going for you. So hopefully when they find themselves in those clutch situations or man down situations, they'll realize these smarter plays that they can play. Chambers going for this aggressive pick and gets it with his tour de force, but they just need to be playing smarter like that because that's what won them the round. But the trades do come through. They're in a 4v4, looking to capitalize onto this A site, but it's going to be difficult because we still have the Killjoy anchoring it down. We still have Mushroom, who has shown huge impact so far. They're going to need to combo something to get out here and get past these alarm bots and turrets.
Penny pushing up on that short. That's
Here.
hopefully he can have some value for his team here.
Saw the body.
No one there, saw the body. Dash on, going to be able to dash into that smoke, but not going to. Resorting to go on the side instead because almost smokes. Veggie kill going on, not going to be able to catch anybody. Not going to be able to get the tip on with the double, but it's going to get taken out by Sleep.
Last player standing.
Oh man, Nickerdoodle being able to taken out by Mushroom BM. Sleep alone in a pinch here. Chief coming behind him with the knife. No way he's gonna be able to get the knife. Gonna get the 1-2 and Chief kept with the knife. Oh
Chief
my,
kept
they are looking
showing
so.
the team.
Last round in the
This
half.
is Squirtle Squad's essence, right? They came in here, they started talking. Oh yeah, we're gonna win this. No problem, no problem. I mean, they're coming in, getting those knives. They're not wasting any time here whatsoever.
And they really are looking great on this map. I think just on map 1, they might have taken a little bit longer to warm up. And so it was a little bit closer. It looks like we're going to get a match pause timer, but we can talk about this for a second. It looked like they took a little bit while to warm up and really be like, okay, wait, are we actually going to be able to win this? It looks like Chief Kef did crash, so we'll just wait for him to load back in. But they just took a while to get warmed up. But now that they're warmed up and they're rolling, once someone gets a knife kill, everybody in their call is going crazy, and they're going to they're encouraged even to keep going for those kind of things. And those aggressive plays are just hard to counter. Or when those flanks, they're going to probably keep going for them because it's paid off once. Why wouldn't it pay off again?
Yeah, one thing I want to say though is that when your team starts getting hype about knife kills, they're gonna just try to get those knife kills, especially when you're up 8-3. I feel like they might just go for a lot of those cheeky, funny kills and fail a lot of them, and might throw a couple rounds away. But if they can keep their head in the game and play serious, not too serious. This isn't VCT after all, but if you can play seriously enough to win the game, yeah, the knife was good though. In that situation where a knife is good, you don't want to alert the person behind you. But still, it does encourage the rest of your team to do it as well, and that might result to some whiff knives coming up, possibly.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's absolutely right. We're talking about not getting into that overheat moment, not showing your hand a little bit too far, and hopefully they're able to keep the reins on that. But, if they do get one more round, honestly, I might call that a win for Benchwarmers, because then they could find themselves putting them in a 9-3 curse. And in the 9-3 curse, maybe they're able to pull through and show them what's up and just do good on that defensive side. I don't know if there's exact science around why the 9-3 happens so much, but I think it's just the 9 on the 9-3 gets a little bit too comfortable, like you were saying.
100%. That's where you start to go for less intelligent plays. You have a lot of, you have that pride, you have that confidence. And it's easy for you to just, ego peek and do stuff like that, which can result to easy picks to the other team who are probably playing a bit more smarter. They're thinking, okay, how do we have to win this? Here's some strats we can try. While the other team is just say, let's keep doing what we're doing. It's working. And yeah, and that's probably why it works. Yeah.
Exactly. And looks like they're going to try and go for the same play they did last round. It didn't It did end up working out for them, actually. I do want to bring it back to that. They did take that tactical timeout, and although it was messy, they won that round.
Yeah.
Right? Am I remembering that right?
It
They
was-
won one round, and then they lost one round, so they're going back to what worked, is what I'm pretty sure happened. They're going for that early aggression, and Chief Kef gets the opening pick. So they're just facing an op. The question is, do they re-peek it? The double op setup on B, it's so hard to get through. Jet goes for the early aggression, not quite able to punish. Chambers still looking to find more, and he gets it. And so, swinging back, goes for the re-peek, not able to do it. Mr. Snickerdoodle does get a pick. Goober gets one pick, and so now they're left in a 2v3. Sleep is low, so they don't have much to play off of that, but that does still provide good information.
Mushroom holding it on Hookah. Gonna swing out. Gonna be able to find both of them, but only gonna be able to get a pick on one of them. Sleep is low though. Gonna ult. Try to get that spike back. That low HP though. Gonna be able to send
One
that
enemy
util out. Gonna get a pick. Spike dropped on Sleep. No
Last
audio
player
though
standing.
for Mushroom Bee. I'm gonna get that pick. Mr. Snickerdoodle was able to take that off the Clown Dog, holding that angle now.
In a 1v1, still holding it down. I think they're both still at full HP too.
Yeah, I mean, Mushroom Beam sending out that swarm
30 seconds left.
and to block the spike off. They both know where they are. It's up to Mr. Snickerdoodle to be able to get this up. He's gonna take this chance. He's gonna swing it. Gun wasn't out. Catches her with their knife out, but not gonna be able to find that pick. Mushroom BM definitely on alert now. Not enough time for
10 seconds
Mr. Snickerdoodle to go for the kill, so he's gonna have to go for the rush. Takes the Spectre out. Chases, cannot find Mushroom BM, who is actually back on site.
Oh, goes for the bait. That almost lost it. But playing smart there. I mean, even though they are a 9-3, Mushroom BM doesn't overheat there. They play that 1v1 super intelligently. They're not over peeking. They did get caught without a gun out, but I think that was only because they were trying to utilize their util. And when they notice the clock's running low, it's even at 15 seconds still, they just book it. As long as they can keep their life, they've already won them the round.
100%.
That works.
Benchwarmers may be looking to change the direction of this game, now being able to switch over to the defensive side. So
Yeah.
maybe they might be a bit stronger on the defensive side. Chamber, being a sentinel, is super good on the defensive side, being able to hold down those sites by themselves. But on the other side, I mean, then he's just got to show what they can do on that attacking side. Or should I say, here we go. Looks like it's going to be an A push. All of them 5-stacking that short. Squall's holding it by themselves. Going to be the dash from Chief Cap, the double right click to take them out. Rachel to going out. They're all of them holding it. Sheriff going to be able to hit that. Yunshaw pushing up. Going to go in the teleport. I thought it was on accident, but definitely wasn't. They're going to go and take that rotate up onto the B side. Tipcon with the spike. But Sleep taking that teleport.
Sleep has the
Going to be able to
timing,
get out of
but
there.
can't
Not going to
capitalize.
be able to get the kill.
Beacon here.
I think they're going to run all the way back to the other site. With that stim beacon, they actually do have a speed boost, which is helping them get over there a bit faster. The question is, are they going to be able to get the plant down? And is Disney going to be able to come up big? Disney has been Benchwarmers' top player in the past, but a lot to do here, and almost catches the timing on them as the TP back. I don't know if that was the right play. They had the plant spot secured, and now Omen's watching down this angle, so they're going to have to jump out with him watching. Still do manage to get on site, just barely.
30 seconds
And it
left.
looks like they're going for another rotate. They're up big,
Wow.
so they're going for those big brain plays. They're really juking the other team, juking me even. And maybe this is going to turn into a bit of an overheat, but it's fun to watch. So hopefully they can get back out into the site. And I don't think they have time to TP again, and I don't know if I can take it.
10
The other
seconds
team, the
left.
defending team, was ready though. The smoke's going down, and Denny already out with the sheriff. Not going to be able to get one. Shooting at the turret, not being able to take it out already.
One
Turret
enemy
putting a
remaining.
lot of damage. Goober being able to get the pick. A mushroom through the box. Tipcon on 27 HP. Is he going to be able to stop this defuse? Both of them pushing up. Going to fake the defuse. Frenzy
exactly
only,
where
not
he
going to be
is.
able to... He's going to have to go for the kill. He's going for the knife. And he's not going to be able to get it. Goober able to sweep Tipcon. and get this round.
Light is diffused.
There's a bit of an unconventional tactic and unconventional win, if you will, which is with rotating back and forth between the two sites so much. But Benchwarmers are going to take anything they can get. They weren't able to use the strategy, or the Squirtle squad wasn't able to capitalize on that. It might have been fun, good for the views, good for the fun, but it doesn't really provide much more value than they would have initially got just planning on A from the start and maybe getting a 2v1, when they were spread out.
100%, but it is bind, and when you're on bind, you got those teleporters, so might as well make the most of them,
It looks like it's going to be a full rush on B long. Chamber's holding it down.
Holding it down, not going to be able to find a pick, teleporting out, and it's going to... Wow, they're not stopping whatsoever. They're still pushing up. Squirtle squad on there. Going to be able to find that kill from Clown Dog and Chief Kev. Both of them playing that elbow. Dinny holding the bag. It's going to be the jet fight here. Both of them not being able to find any damage on each other. Holding it down. Dash online for Dinny. Squash trying to find one out of Hookah, not knowing the chamber is right under him. Clown Dog's going to get out of there. The satchel. Pushing on the side with that shotgun. Going to be able to find one.
On both sides.
But that Clown Dog teleport is going to have value. Going to be able to find him. Sleep playing alone in Hookah. Clown Dog doesn't see Sleep, but he's going to swing and get that Headhunter with a 3K and win them that round.
I'm honestly, that was just an Eagle round. They rushed up long. I think half of them, if not most of them, had shorties coming into that. And they're just using their utility to capitalize on that with the jet dashes forward, the raised satchels, and they're able to corner Chamber. Chamber does try falling back into that elbow position on B, but the Marshall's not good at that range. And when you have the shorties right in your face, even if one misses, the other one was there. And so that many shotguns on site, it's an easy hold down. And they were able to do a pretty, although just aggressive play and unconventional, a good play.
100%. Didn't he? Holding down Showers while the rest of the attacking squad is pushing up on short and are able to get a lot of kills, but the trades are coming out 3-3 back in numbers here. Chief Kev holding down Lamp. Scuba right outside, ready for Chief Kev to come out. Mushroom BM taking some damage, gonna have to come back, but the spike goes down. Snickerdoodle gonna be able to find Chief Kev. Clown Dog gonna get the kill on Dinny. Snickerdoodle from heaven gets Mushroom BM, but gonna get taken out by Clown Dog in the 1v1 situation. Goober with the swing. Ooh, and Clown Dog is gonna be able to find that onto Goober, giving them that 11-4 for the clutch.
And like we were saying, if it's I was gonna say if it's not Disney, it's got to be someone else. But that's on the side of Squirtle Squad. It's Clown Dog, who was Squirtle Squad's bottom frag in the last round, coming up with 4 Ks there. And so it's like, even their bottom frag from last game is starting to come online. I think they've played long enough. They're starting to get the right reads, where Clown Dog is able to come up big in that clutch situation.
100% there, and Clown Dog just being able to, tap those heads, tap those, get those shots, getting that value for their team. But they're not taking any time here, by the way. Sending that knife out to find who's on side. Yunchol does not care. Doesn't even check those corners, but the smoke's gonna help for that flash before he can flash, but he's gonna get taken out. Shorthand flash. He's gonna run back, almost getting timing. Disney playing in that smoke by B teleporter. Tipcon in guard and waiting for Dinny to come back out. Dinny's gonna swing it. Tipcon's gonna be able to get back on. Swings right back onto the side. Goober playing in that elbow position. Seeing Goober in positions that the other team is not able to predict. The fake ult.
Last player standing.
But Yunchal is gonna be able to take it out. Sleep with this Odin.
On my mark.
Holding it down. No one's peeking that CT. Not even Clown Dog, but he's going to peek it. KO Knife's gonna go out. Not gonna get him. Yunchal is so low. I mean, Sleep can only save that gun and maybe get one off. Gonna be able to take that Odin, but it's gonna get taken out by Yunchal for the 3K. And it's gonna be round number 12, 1 for our attacking team.
Yeah, round number 12 for Squirtle Squad. They only need to get one more here, so I suspect we might see a little bit more shenanigans coming out of them yet. There's been some good attempts. There's been some funny attempts, but I'd be surprised if they're not able to close this one out at this point, because they've been playing smarter and they've been playing with confidence, and it honestly looks like Benchwarmers might be a little bit broken at this point. They're just not sure what works, and when you've only won 4 rounds in the whole map, you start to kind of question yourself and your skills and the people you're up against, and Yunchal is getting more and more aggressive.
That's the thing, is Squirtle Squad is not starting to play. That ult is coming out, but he's gonna get taken
Spike
down.
planted.
Gonna get the res, Fortnite style with Disney. It's gonna get that pick. Disney playing that showers. They're holding down this site pretty well. The res are stuck short. In a 3v5 situation. This could be another win for Benchwarmers here. Disney. That smoke, gonna be able to predict one coming from there. This Brim ult gonna come out. Didn't get that pick on dip on Snickerdoodle gonna be able to find the pick on Clown Dog. Actually, with 4 people left, being able to show a lot of value that round and getting that round back. And Disney showed a good amount of value that round. Something I haven't seen in a while actually, and a lot I saw during that first game.
Yeah, and I think that maybe Squirtle Squad might be a bit too eager to close that one out. They had all the utility there, but I think they could have baited it out a little bit more. On the very first tap, there was already that post-plant utility happening, you know, with the nanobots being put out, and then the immediate second after, the Brim ult is going through, and it's like, you could draw that out a little bit more. If they really wanted to make sure they won that round, they could, but I think they're just happy to keep it going and really try out some new strats. Maybe they're testing some things to use against other teams at this point.
Untitled, same thing, running it down, does not care. They're all running it down, playing super aggressive. Wow, yeah, Benchwarmers barely being able to just get that the site under control. Tipcon missing all his shots, so did Disney, but Disney's gonna go for that click. Tipcon gonna get that sleep, gonna really get the welding on Tipcon, while Clown gets that Headhunter on Squash. Snickerdoodle gonna find Mushroom Plan. Mushroom, I'm sorry, 1v3 situation. Ooh. Goober being able to find that shot for another round, keeping them in the game for just another round longer.
Once again, Squirtle or Benchwarmers are not ready for this to end, and they're willing to fight these all the way through. They're not putting in half-baked rounds. They're doing full retakes, full executes, and it's starting to work. They're playing in that chaos, and there was that huge site execute. You saw the triple Brim smoke coming out of Hookah. That is an unconventional smoke if I've ever seen one. It's fun, but I think that Benchwarmers were giving their respect to that. They played a little bit back, they fell back, they won the gunfights, and it was able to work.
And that's what's important in Valorant, playing with your team. Sometimes you just want to go out and get those frags, but you need to fall back, play with your team, play together, play the retake. That's exactly what they did. Maybe that one round they won got them a morale boost. Even though Squirtle Squad is pushing up super fast, even as they are right now, Benchwarmers are able to get these sights down. Disney holding that operator down short, gonna send a shot out, but not gonna be able to get a pick out of it. Gonna go Heaven, holding that showers, while Chief Kef pushing up on that B site. It's only one on B each. That smoke's not gonna stop. Chief Kef in a bad position. Around 3 of them. Snickerdoodle alone on the site. The rest of the team needs to rotate. Chief Kef pushing up on Doodle, gonna be able to get that pick.
Get out of my way.
Now they gotta play the retake. 3v3 situation.
Going for more. I think that smoke just saved Chief Kep from triple peeking the people waiting there. He's still able to get one, but they're able to trade it out. Now it's a 2v2 pushing with the jet knives. They see one of them, one long, and in the 1v2, Fade is going to have to clear both of these angles at once. But there's a Brim Molly being popped right now, so that's going to be pretty hard to get through, especially if you're at half HP. So they know that she's going to have to be coming through elbow. But the post-plant utility, it's looking like it might just go Squirtle Squad's way. And that's it for the round. Tipcon closes it out in a 2-0 fashion. Squirtle Squad didn't quite get the 13 zeros that they wanted, but they still got both of the maps back to back.
100%. Very big, you know, for them. Great plays. They were playing super good. Together as a team, sorry. Lots of chemistry, lots of team play, lots of headshots, lots of hits, and together they really came through and was able to win this round a lot more easily than the other round.
And a lot more easily, but I want to say the scoreboard is a lot more varied here. Although that they weren't able to put up as much of a fight through that, at the end, it is a little bit more balanced. And if they had been able to have a bit more of that team play on that second half, a bit more of confidence, maybe the Benchwarmers would have been able to pull it through, but unfortunately, they are not able to.
100%. And that's going to be our 2-0 win for Squirtle Squad. They're looking pretty good right now. And if they keep this up, I think they can make it pretty far into this bracket. Advancing to the semis, I believe?
Yeah, to the semifinals. And from who you saw play Monday, do you think that Squirtle Squad have a chance at beating them on the upcoming matches later this week?
We're talking about Peaky Blinders. If I could see Peaky Blinders playing against this team, I think it'd be very interesting. Both teams, in my opinion, having very different playstyles. Peaky Blinders playing a lot more together, more team strategies that they'd be developing before. It definitely looks like they were developing some before. But Squirtle Squad, yes, they play as a team, but it looks like they're making a lot of stuff up on the spot, which is good though. They're taking that improv kind of approach to it, and I would love to see both teams go against each other.
And our match MVP in this one was Clown Dog, who I want to point out almost went from bottom frag in the last game to top frag in this one. Last game with just 11 kills and 13 deaths. This one with 23 kills and 12 deaths, coming up big and maybe being what carried Squirtle Squad to the finish so dominantly in those halves. They did let it up a little bit in that second half, but they did play very confidently, and he has almost a 2-to-1 ratio on that chamber pick, able to provide that value. Chamber's just really good on bind, in my opinion, and he was able to make it work.
Yeah, Cloudhawk definitely using the operator and the utility to his advantage, using those rendezvous to get out of sticky situations, while still using those trips to be able to alert the team when people were coming. We saw a lot of that being used around. That Headhunter getting so many picks for him, as well, obviously the op, right? The op on Chamber. It's the match made in heaven. It's like your PB&J, you know what I mean? It works so well together, and yeah, he was just really able to make it work this game.
Yeah, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, that will be it for the wrap, and we got fmell back in here to close things out.
Well, what an absolute banger of a series. Up until Bind, we didn't really see like a lot of ops. So, I personally was a fan. And I believe match MVP, I think that we can all kind of agree on this one. Mushrubium. What an absolute...
Mushrubium, I think, overall MVP of this series.
Yep.
Really just so many multi-frags, really clamping down on the site as their agents.
And I mean, unfortunately, I will not be able to bring him in for an interview, but I do have the Squirtle Squad manager here, Chief Kef, coming in to stand in for the interview.
So.
Hello, Chief Kef. Congratulations on your win. Kyle or Kizzle set you up for the 2-0. He said you guys were going to go 26-0 in maps. Unfortunately, you didn't. But you still are able to pull away from the win. How do you feel?
I feel good.
I'm actually interested on that first map. You elected not to go for your Jet pick when you have like a 70% win rate on Jet. What was your thought process behind that?
What, me?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. To be honest, I picked up like by accident. I picked up a bunch of duels players and a bunch of Sentinels players and like one smoke student. So on the last second, I was like, we gotta put someone on Initiator. I'm not putting Clown Dog or Mushroom. They're both Sentinel OTPs. I'm not putting either of them. So I'm like, I'm going Initiator. But then Clown or Mushroom looked to play Jet. Jet didn't know he could play, but he's actually crazy.
Yeah, he came out huge with 27 kills on that first map.
So I had to make like a bunch of readjustments, and then second map I was like, I'm playing Jet. I don't know. I wanted to play Jet.
That's what I was saying. I was saying you were like, no more games. I'm on my main now.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, Mushroom did show a lot of value on that Jet, but yeah, you were just like, yeah, I'm gonna get on that Jet.
Yeah.
And yeah, so did you. I mean, you were showing definitely value.
No, really. Clown showed up that round. I didn't expect him to. To be honest, I thought Clown was gonna be a weak link. I'm not even gonna lie. I think Clown's like bottom 2 player in this entire league.
Not quite.
Man.
He's gold 1. Rank-wise, at least, not quite.
I mean, this proves you wrong. I think.
Yeah.
Use that chamber to really do so much for you guys this game.
Yeah, he's a chamber OTP.
Oh yeah.
That's great. And so the next match tomorrow is Meat Gang against the Ted Teddingtons. Do you know anything about either of these teams? Do you have one that you would rather face over the other?
Not really. I know Meat Gang from like Inspire Esports or something. If it's like a similar team.
Yeah, I believe it's Meat Mafia owned by.
Oh, okay.
Down. Yep.
I don't know how good they're at Valorant, but like, I think it'd be fun to play them.
Well, there we go. I'll lock that in as your prediction, and we'll see that match tomorrow. And congratulations on your win, and tell Mushrubium that they got the match MVP and that they did a fantastic job, and so did the rest of your team.
I will. Thank you.
Of course. And that was Squirtle Squad Chief Kef with the interview, standing in for Mushroom BM. Got the match MVP.
And with the quick 2-0 too.
And with the quick 2-0. And I think that is it for the match and the stream. And we will catch you guys tomorrow at 10 p.m. EST. Sorry it's so late for all of you little children out there. But yep, it's a late one. So see you tomorrow and have a great night.